Dear friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will tell you guys about gateway versus bridge versus router. Which device is right for you? Gateway. The main purpose of gateway is that in case if two systems do not share routing protocols, it takes a gateway to get them together. The purpose of gateways is to translate all protocols on one network into the protocols on another. A bridge operates at the data link layer of the Open System Interconnection Model OSI. A bridge is a repeater with an extra inclusion of the functionality of filtering content by reading the MAC addresses of source and destination. Router interconnects networks at the internetwork layer level and routers packets between them. The main task of a router is to direct the communication to the destination network and then to the particular node station address. The job of directing communication to the particular node is achieved through network address decomposition. Dear friends, please watch my video till the end. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and comment on my video. Gateway, bridge, and router. A gateway, as the name suggests, is a passage to connect two networks together that may work upon different networking models. They basically works as the messenger agents that take data from one system, interpret it, and transfer it to another system. Gateways are also called protocol converters and can operate at any network layer. Gateways are generally more complex than switch or router. A bridge operates at data link layer. A bridge is a repeater with add-on functionality of filtering content by reading the MAC addresses of source and destination. It is also used for interconnecting to LANs working on the same protocol. It has a single input and single output port, thus making it a two-port device. A router is a device like a switch that routes data packets based on their IP addresses. Router is mainly a network layer device. Routers normally connect LANs and WANs together and have a dynamically updating routing table based on which they make decisions on routing the data packets. Router divide broadcast domains of hosts connected through it. Definition of gateway. A gateway operates on all 7 layers of OSI model. A gateway works as a protocol converter. A router can accept and transfer packets only across a network using similar protocols. But a gateway can accept and transfer the packet across networks using a different protocol. A gateway is software installed within a router. A gateway accepts a packet which is formatted for a protocol. The steps performed by a gateway when it accepts a packet formatted in a protocol are as follow. A gateway accepts a packet which is formatted for a protocol. Example AppleTalk used by the sender's network. It then converts that packet to be formatted for another protocol. Example TCP/IP used by the receiver's network. After converting the format of the packet, a gateway forward that packet to its destination, receiver's network. Sometimes the modification is needed only to header and trailer of the packet, and sometimes a gateway has to adjust the data rate, size, and format of the packet. Definition of bridge. A bridge operates on two layers of OSI, Open Systems Interconnection Model, that are physical layer and a data link layer. A bridge can divide a large network into smaller segments and is also used to connect to originally separated LANs. The purpose of a bridge is to transmit the frame between two separate LANs. When a bridge receives a frame, it regenerates the signal and checks the destination address of the frame and forwards the new copy of the frame only to the segment to which it belongs. A bridge does not broadcast the frame to all the stations. In the receiver segment, it only forwards the frame to destination, receiver station. Working of a bridge steps. Let us understand the working of a bridge in the following steps. A bridge receives a frame which contains its destination address on it. A bridge maintains a lookup table which contains the physical address of all the stations that are connected to it. It compares the destination address in the frame with the addresses in the lookup table. If a match is found, then the bridge recognizes to which segment the packet belongs and forward the packet to its destination station. Types of bridge. Simple bridge. It is the least expensive bridge. Connects only two LANs. Addresses in the lookup table are fed manually. Maintenance is time-consuming than cost-saving. Multiport bridge. Connects more than two LANs. Transparent bridge. Dynamically builds its lookup table and keeps the table updating during its bridging operations. Definition of router. A router can be defined as a network layer mechanism, be it software or hardware, using metrics to decide the best path to use for transmission of network traffic. A router is a device that routes or forward data from one network to other based on their IP address. When data packet is received from the router inspects the data's IP address and determines if the packet is meant for its own network. Then it receives the data, or if the data is for another network, then it transfers the data to the other network. It means that routers only forward the data if destination computer is the intended user. Routers have access to network layer addresses and contain software that enables them to determine which of the several possible paths between those addresses is the best for the particular transmission. Routers break up broadcast and collision domains. It means broadcasts are not forwarded through the router by default. It also provides connections for the virtual LANs, VLANs. A router operates on physical layer, data link layer, and network layer, and like modem. Here also the transmission of data is in the form of packets. As routers screen each packet before forwarding it to its destination, the implemented firewall in the router would help to determine potential threats that may harm your computer or your network. Hence, the router provides security to your computer and prevent your network from being attacked. Difference between gateway, bridge, or router? A gateway, as the name suggests, is a passage to connect two different networks together. These networks may work on different protocols or networking models. It works on all layers, also known as protocol converter. They take data from one system, interpret it, and transfer it to another system. A bridge is a device that basically connects two LANs working on same network protocols. It also works as a repeater. Example: amplifies the signal when it becomes weak. It also filters the content based on the MAC address. Works in the data link layer. Router is a device that helps in decision making for data routes. It works in network layer. It has a dynamically updating routing table according to which it routes the data. It can work on LANs and WANs. It routes the data based on IP addresses. Conclusion: gateway is a network device used to connect to networks. Usually, the gateway is used as a liaison between the local network LAN and the public network Internet. The definition of a bridge network is a network component that is used to expand the network or create a network segment. Bridges are used to connect multiple network segments to the same or different LAN computers. Network bridges operate within the data link layer of the Open System Interconnection (OSI) model. Bridges can also be used to combine two different network media, such as between unshielded twisted pair (UTP) cable media with fiber optic cables, or to different network architectures, such as between Token Ring and Ethernet. Routers have the capability of passing IP packets from one network to another, possibly selecting multiple paths between the two. Routers can also be used to connect a number of LANs so that the traffic generated by a LAN is isolated from the traffic generated by other LANs. If two or more LANs are connected to a router, each LAN is treated as a separate subnetwork. Dear friends, thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel and don't forget to comment on my video. I will keep making these types of useful videos in future. So stay connected and make sure to subscribe. My channel is growing continuously due to your support. Thank you.